Hi everyone, Adam McIntosh here from the RAND Group, and today I want to take you through our latest AI-enabled app for Microsoft Dynamics Business Central, our compliance Sentinel. This application is a collection of various extendable and customizable AI agents that we've built within Business Central. These agents all collectively provide some proactive warnings to users, generally completing audit functionality that make your month-end and your year-end process a lot smoother. So I've listed a few examples at the bottom of the slides here. The first is a duplicate purchase finder. This is helpful because it allows you to consolidate like purchases to get then better rates on those goods. We also audit when you might have a concentration of both spend as well as revenue in your vendors and your customers respectively. We audit where inventory might be dormant and you might have to take action to potentially offload that inventory before its value decreases too sharply. And all of this is wrapped into a monthly audit report as well, where you get warnings for various other areas within your system emailed to your CFO level staff. So let's go in and take a look at the application. Now, there are a number of different agents available with the application. You can turn some on or off as you desire. So we will show a sampling of those agents here in the demo. So where I want to start is by looking at our agent window. Agents are treated very similar to users. Here's our list of agents that we've created as part of this application. And if you look at any one of those agents, they have permissions very similar to a user. Now they inherit their permissions from the person that created it, which was myself in this case. So an agent can't have more access than I have, but they are treated just like a user in that they have permissions. Now, if I look at that same agent and go to configure it, it's very straightforward. It's got a name, it's got a description of kind of what it does. But if you then drill deeper, it's got a role. It's got, again, specific permissions, and it can't take actions outside of that role. I've then also given it very specific instructions. So if I look at those, I'm not going to go into these in detail, but if I look at those, I explain to it what it should be doing, give it guidelines, tell it what it should be reading in detail, what it should be auditing, and what it should be outputting at the end. Okay. And so that's really the heart of what it takes to build the agent, is scripting out those instructions. Now, if I then go test that, I can then go run a task, and all these agents will be doing is running a task from a template where it's running that on, say, like a weekly or a monthly or whatever cadence that you want it to run on. And again, that's going to be part of the application itself, and it just starts undertaking those tasks. Now, if I look at the last task this agent undertook, all it did is it calculated some analysis on our vendor spend, and it said here it's drafted an email to myself with the particular subject. Here's some of the totals, and it's saying, hey, you're outside of your threshold for what's considered acceptable in this case. So you have some risk in that you're spending a lot with a very select set of vendors. And then it's giving you some more of the details. And in this case, that's really it when it comes to this particular agent. Again, our app is a bundling of these agents, but we thought it would be a good idea to show one simple example of what one of these agents would be doing. I've got actually another email here that shows an output from a broader agent, and this would go to your kind of CFO level type of resource where it's outputting, anomalies or issues that it's found within the system. And again, this is just basic anomaly detection that is going through and checking out where you might have potential issues or potential invalid entries within the system. So the app itself is just a collection of these agents. Some run weekly, some run monthly, some run more frequent cadence, just depending on the values it's auditing and checking. And it's doing that all in the background for you, instead of a user having to proactively go, or instead of a user reactively going in, it's proactively doing that for you. Thank you for your time today. Hopefully you learned a few things about some of the AI agent functionality within Business Central as well as our application. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our team via info@randgroup.com.